Greetings, humans. How's everybody out there on YouTube? Did y'all have a good Christmas, Happy New Year and stuff? I hope so. Doing another questions video just to start out the new year. It's a few questions I meant to do back in, November, sort of after Thanksgiving, but I ended up waiting to do it till after the new year. So it's going to be a two-part video. It's going to be 5 questions are going to be for everybody. I think anybody can answer these, but as I ask the questions, you'll be able to tell some of them are leaning more towards a theistic side, and others more an atheistic side. But I think anybody can answer these, whether they're a theist or an atheist. So if you want, please do so. And also, I want to know how everyone's holidays were, how the Thanksgiving, Christmas, their New Year went, what they did, and maybe what their New Year's resolution was. So if you do a video response or just a comment response or whatever, go ahead and send those along, just because my New Year's resolution is just to help my friends and my wife fulfill their New Year's resolution. And the only reason I do that is because I couldn't think of one to do for me. So that's mine for this year. And, you know, Christmas was good as usual. Not too many presents, but hey, it's fine. I got to spend a lot of time with my family, so I was happy about that. And same thing with Thanksgiving, so that's my holiday season right there. So now that's out of the way, let's go through the questions. There's 5 of them, and we'll see how it goes. So first question is, do you think it's possible for God to make a mistake? That's the first question. Now, if you're for atheists, you know, let's assume God exists. Would he be able, hypothetically, would he be able to make a mistake and still be God, still retain the title of God? So that's the question. The second question is, does God have to use all of his abilities, omniscience, omnipotence, omnibenevolence and stuff? Does he have to use all of those abilities, powers, or attributes of himself to their fullest extent all the time? In order to be called God, or can he limit himself in some or all of those areas and still retain the identity or the label of God? Again, for atheists, hypothetically speaking. For theists, you know, whatever your views are on that. So those are the first 2 questions. Can God make a mistake and still be called God? And does God have to use all of his powers to their fullest all the time? Or can he limit himself and still be called God? Third question is more for the atheists, and this is not a seeking of like God of the gaps thing. This is just a speculative question, sort of. Well, let me ask the question, you'll see what I mean. For the Big Bang, the start of the whole universe, what would have been the initial starting point, or what would have been the initial catalyst for the starting of the Big Bang, or the expansion of the universe from the singularity or whatever? You know, what would have been the first cause? I'm not asking for what is, I'm asking for what would have been or what might have been the first cause. Just, speculating, give me your ideas, give me any thoughts, like maybe there was another singularity somewhere in the nothingness before space and stuff, and it just collided with ours, and that's how it started, or maybe there was a energy fluctuation inside the singularity itself or something. Something along those lines. Come up with some ideas. And I mean, I just gave two ideas. They sound ridiculous, and that's fine. I'm not asking it to make sense. I'm just asking for possibilities or ideas. Or if you want it to possibly make sense, it's up to you. But I thought that was just a sort of an interesting, fun question to get people to start thinking about those kind of things. So, that's number 3. What would have been the first cause of the Big Bang? Whatever you can think of. And I'm going to go ahead and stop it here and see you guys on part 2. So, I'll see you guys then. Later.